Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new live, and we're going to start a new live session. We are here on a new Saturday, so we are going to be painting some miniatures. I've been painting some. I've finished some of my Stormcast Eternals that you can see here. Uh, I've been painting a unit of Judicators to be added to the Stormcast Eternal mainly because I want the bowman, not the bowman, the crossbowman or the guys with the crossbow to use it more in Warcry. But tonight I think I will be painting this guy, a dwarf, and as well this I will want to finish one of these little guys. So just keep maybe paint a little bit more of Blood Bowl. I also start painting. This is the rats from the Curse City. So yeah, I will be painting some of these. And now just let me check one thing. So I will change the camera. I will check that everything is working well, and let's just start painting. So let me go to the table and see that everything is working well. So I think it's working well. Let me just check on my phone, and we are going to be ready. So sorry, I was looking for my phone, just checking that everything goes well, and I just want to be sure that it's working correctly. And we start painting a little bit. So if you have any comment, anything that you would like to talk, please, and then I will take the volume out from here so you can see the chat here. So let's see if we can finalize. So this is the rat swarms that you have in Curse City. I paint them in a very easy way. I just want to have them tabletop standard. To be fair, I use mainly contrast to paint them fairly fast. So maybe it will be interesting to do one of these here in the channel, in the live, maybe because it's quite easy to paint. Just take them from and just know checking that if we have any white spot that is covered, using Gilliman flash to do that, and just checking that I have not missed anything. So let me just stop here this. Okay. Just checking that everything is working well. And what I'm doing here, I'm just checking if I miss any spot. Sometimes when you apply contrast, can be that the contrast is moving away from a spot. So you want to be sure that you're not missing anything. Okay, you can see I play with different contrast paints. No, just want to do black brown. There on the ground. And the base, I leave it with the texture of the base, just playing with game with contrast paints and with some technicals. going to put a little bit more blood for the blood god here now, because I lost just a little bit in the middle to make it brighter. Here. I really want it really to fade out, just to make it a little bit more interesting. Okay. With that, now we can do the rim, and I think I will do the rims in black for this kit. I think in dark red can be also interesting, but I think black. Okay, my black in the palette is completely dry. Using the black from miniature paint. Here, and more likely we'll do it in 2 times, 2 layers. Okay. I will let it dry, and then I will do a second. Hi Tom, how are you doing? Thanks a lot for joining. So I was thinking to paint. Yeah, I have a lot of projects in parallel. But I think this night I will focus mainly again on the team, on the fire school team from the Dungeon Ball. Okay, I want to finish this Snorling, and I will start painting one of the dwarfs to see how I will adapt the color scheme on the dwarfs. Because the tricky part on this dungeon team is how to adapt the. You have very different miniatures, right? You have the Snorlings, the Nobblers, then you have the Ogres, and then you have the dwarfs. And the dwarfs, it's quite tricky how to adapt the color scheme on all these different miniatures, because they have different, really very different um yeah, armor and clothing. Yeah, I'm glad that you're doing well. Yeah, and we are doing also well here. I had a It passed very fast this week for me, because I was some days on holidays, and tomorrow is my mother is flying back to Spain. But we had a quite enjoyable time here, and I really had a good time. So it was a good week for me, and good weekend so far. So just no, I'm taking advantage that everybody's going to bed to have some time for a live show. So I will not be able to be too long tonight, but I just wanted to be a little time on paint and relax, right? Because it's also good therapy painting. So painting here little snoggling. Realize my wet palette is drying very fast. So I always like to have some fresh water to be able to keep adding water to my palette because it's drying quite fast. I will just take this and put water as well on this. I'm realizing that here something is not working well. We cannot see the chat. Okay. Why is it this? Just one moment. Sorry for that. Going to yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's always nice to be able to spend some family time. Okay, I think I solved the technical problem. So I will try to finalize this little guy and do at least the base codes on the dwarfs. This little teeth. Well, I always like it's like a therapy, right? For me, I need this time in the night for me to relax. As almost I like to dedicate a little bit of time almost every day. I'm not always succeeding. Some days I'm not able to do it, but most of them. So yeah, I cut off time off from the TV and also from video gaming. In the past, I was spending a lot of time in video games, but yeah, then I decided that it's better to invest the time on painting than on video gaming. So, but at the end, it's as well. Sometimes you are too tired in the night, so I cannot be very long painting. What helped me is to have some shows, some other channels, YouTube channels in the background, something that is driving my attention that I can hear too, that it's keeping me a little bit awake. But I can admit that at the end of the week is quite a challenge because, of course, at the end I'm taking out some sleeping time to be able to paint, right? And at the end of the week, you pay back a little bit this. But Another way is my way to disconnect, to think in a different, yeah, to disconnect from the little bit from all what is around, to be able to, I don't know how to say it, like a therapy, relaxing moment, to have time to something that is not stressing. I think we all need something to disconnect from the world from time to time, right? At least for me, it's good to have this time, not to be all the time worried, stressed. So my way to deal with the stress is to be able to have a hobby where I can release some of this stress and have a relaxed time. This is what I call it a little bit of therapy, right? Doing the hobby. This is why I don't like to have when I was doing commission painting in the past, I stopped doing that because it goes against the purpose of my hobby time, right? Because then you add stress to your hobby because you want to deliver on a schedule, and I don't want to have that. So this is why I stopped commission painting. I say it is good to have something that you don't have any type of pressure. So this is why for me it's quite important painting. Or the hobby in general. Sometimes reading. I want to go back to the habit I was reading more in the past. I'm not reading much these days. Something that from time to time I'm missing. Spend more time reading. But at the end, is all about what is more relaxing for you, right? I mean, there is not what's called this a universal answer that I think everybody have to find what is the right balance for them. Yeah, yeah, I understand, and I'm also lucky to have a job that is only I don't have to work on shifts, right? It's also helping me. I don't need to. I'm working Monday to Friday, 8 hours in office times, right? From 8 to 5 o'clock or 9 to 6, depending on the day. And with the COVID, we start working more and more from home, what was also even helping me more on having balancing my time, right? But I can understand not everybody have the same schedules, and sometimes the time is challenging. One thing that I think it's important is to have a corner, a room, a space where you can leave your stuff and you don't need to tie up every day. Because if you need to take it out, tie it up, organize, this is creating a barrier that makes you paint less. It happened to me when I was living with my parents. I was not painting that much because Okay, now I have to clean up my desk, put all the paints out, organize everything, and then when I finish, I need to tight up everything. I was thinking, okay, no, because I was using the same table to do my studies. This is why I think it's important to have your hobby corner, but I also understand that it's not always easy for everybody. And at the end, it's a hobby, right? I mean, paint when you are motivated to paint as well, and don't feel bad if you don't painting. I mean, we do this for relaxing as a hobby, so don't put the stress on your hobby. This will be maybe my advice. Denise wanted to come. This is Noblings. I like it quite a lot. How they look like. I think these are nice miniatures. Not Noblings, sorry, Noblars. They are quite fun. Okay, I'm working here. The colors I'm using is Ogling, Camo Shade, Krieg, Khaki, and the dark color is the Death Forest, Death Wolf Forest. Yeah, so yeah, I understand. So I understand that I work at the desk where I have my painting space and my gaming PC. It's hard to sit. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah, this is another thing. If you work in the same space where you have your painting station, yeah, I guess you want to disconnect from your painting station. I mean, from your working station. Yeah, in the past I used to play a lot of video games, but I stopped it. I only play from time to time with my son, with my kids, some video games. It was more on, I paint. I'm playing games that are. Yeah, the game I play the most with my kids is my older one is very fan of all the Mario things, so I've been playing Mario and recently Mario Kart in the Switch. Let's see if I can clean up here. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you like the skin tone. Yeah, and I try to go quite light with the Noblas. This is why I go, the last layer is a very light white as Piech khaki. I like to go to keep the darker colors for the bigger orcs, and as smaller is the creature, the lighter I like to do the green. But if you think scientifically speaking makes no sense, what is my way to do the green skins? And I don't know why my phone is not showing the chat. So I think I will stop my phone and follow everything on the computer. My phone is not refreshing the chat. So I will stop this. Out. Yeah, Mario games. I was not very fan when I was a kid, to be fair. But now, because I'm always been more playing towards RPG and card games. So I was playing a lot GT2 and GT3. But my son is a really fan of Mario. So we play, yeah, Mario, what's Mario World? Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy. Then we played it Mario from Switch. In Switch we played, but I cannot compete anymore with my older son. He almost can do the full wall without, yeah, he can do any level. So I remember I played with him Mario Galaxy, Mario Galaxy 2, I think it was. But then the next games he played alone, and now he's much better than me. Also in Mario Kart, he's winning most of the races. I guess also the practice it's important. He's playing much more hours than me. So there is no way I can compete with him now. I'm going to put some shading on the t-shirt. I'm going to use the Greenwise Karrenburg Crimson. We're going to put water. And then later on we're going to highlight. What I like of making these small guys is that you can, they are quite fast to paint. It's a good, when you are being quite a while that you don't finish any miniature, do one of these little games because it's like you feel like finishing a small project, right? You're finishing a small painting, and it can be quite motivating. I know it's small, but yeah, I'm passing the torch to my son. You are fully right. I still play the game that I was enjoying a lot, and there where we quite balanced was Smash Bros. Is called the one that is a fighting one. So as I say, and that is curious. I think my son did not like these fighting games that much, so this is why he did not practice too much neither. So we are more balanced there. And this is one of the dwarfs. And here is a dilemma because I have also this is a color scheme on the ogre. Okay, so I want to keep almost everything orange except a small shoulder pad and maybe some parts with black. But then I have this guy has t-shirt under the armor. So let's start with the trousers. The trousers I know I want them orange. I guess he's wearing long trousers. And I think I will combine. By the way, these are the cheap Chinese brushes that I'm using almost. Except when I was doing the fine detail. So the thing one is the Winsor and Newton. But when I'm using this that I have a thicker handle, these are the Chinese ones. Yeah, the only thing I didn't manage to do is to convince them to play Blue Ball. I mean, well, they play Blue Ball, sorry, to play Age of Sigmar or any other miniature games. So they just play Blue Ball and from time to time. So they are not super fan of miniature gaming. So yeah, it's good to do some activities with your kids, right? Not everything has to be homework and working. So yeah, no, my yeah, it's playing the games was it's sometimes a good time. Sometimes we even play all the whole family, my wife as well, especially the Smash Bros. But my wife, yeah, she's not super interested on video gaming, so she just play from time to time. As I say, the only thing is I like video games, but I don't want to spend a lot of time on video gaming. This is why I try to limit to play with my kids. Okay, it comes the helmet, right? What do you do with this helmet? Just have the dwarf face. It's quite tricky, this facing. Now, what I do with the t-shirt, I do the t-shirt black, this black. What I do here? I think I will do the t-shirt black. I will do this orange, and when I will do all this framing orange, the armor will keep the part of the number in black as was in the ogre. I will keep this shoulder in black, and I think the rest in orange. And when it's orange, maybe I will do the frame. I will do the opposite. If it's orange, I do the frame in black. And if it's black, I do the frame in orange. Let's see how this works. Then the gem of this thing, I will make it orange as well. Yeah, this is quite a thing, right? When you want to think about the color scheme. Yeah, have a good night. Have a good night. I know it's quite late. I will not be too long neither painting today. So have a good night. And thanks a lot for passing by and talking. There we go. We'll keep this. I need to do this as well. All this in orange. And the gem. I will paint this as a gem. And this thing at the back. Yes. Like that. Then we have let's do the black as well. So I can see how all the colors are combining. Yeah, maybe I should have. here. We have bells, we have all the that here. Get it for the part of the twins or something. This is a problem of the dwarf. If you assemble them, then the beard is not helping you to paint. It has the belly exposed. Like that. Then you can think what color would use for the beard. This, I think I will do the arms without clothing. I don't think they have any clothes on the arms. Here it goes. You don't even know see how it goes. Something like that. It's a t-shirt like that. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's not until you don't start painting, it's difficult to see what's going on. This is why I like to do the base colors first. Not the others. And this way I like to paint, leaving. I know that when I do the brown, I can go over the black, but I like to leave the person painted because for me it's easier then to know what's missing and to help me to understand what colors to use and what to do next. I need to put some water on the black. I forgot to put the music. Maybe we can put some music to make this the night more interactive. So I think I downloaded a lot of music last time. Let me see if I can find music easily. We can find so we can put some music. No, nothing will go well. No, it's okay. Let's put some music when this computer wants. Let's put the volume down. I hope the music comes well, not too high. you can see, it's a maybe too thin, the flag. I think maybe to do the helmet will be a combination of we're going to bring the flames. Now I'm going to go. This is tricky part. Something. That's the neck. This is black. Black with the big things orange, I think. I'm thinking on the contrast and quality. I'm still undecided what to do on the helmet. If I go for gold, I think I will do the weapon in gold color. I will do the same for the helmet. I will say maybe I will do it orange, leaving the face, the mask of the helmet in gold. This is what makes more sense for me. That. Good. Into the orange. What is this small thing? Orange and trouser. Okay. No, we'll just do it. Here we have a lot of dots. Huh? Here's the cover. An orange helmet. But if I do orange helmet, I'll go with my plan of the black. Black. Okay, very very quiet, but it's quite. We can focus on this. At the same time, I'm thinking on the color scheme I want to for this part. This is a Poland, so that when I did the first miniature that was a forward, it's very different than this one. So you really need to do an important so that is very important change to the color scheme or to sing a lot. So we have much more layers on this one. And as I assemble them, there are a lot of spots that are very difficult to reach. Miniature painting there is always this dilemma between the pre-assemblies and not pre-assemblies and the consequences, right? And the shoes will go in black as well. think black is a good solution normally for shoes. Global especially. You also can go for a fancy color shoes if you want. In case they want to keep the attention on the orange of the uniform, I went in with black on the shoes. Okay. Okay, into the front of the shoe at least. I can. Into this. And here. Mm. Now we are going to we want to do the hidden things first. For painting the rear, especially. Let's go to the fire. Okay. I'm going to apply the gold. I want to see how the gold will match with the rest of the miniature. No, I won't go here. Here. Okay. Okay. Go. Now we're going to okay. Now we're going to place the blade. We have the gold here. I think I will be finalizing for tonight. I'm quite tired. It's almost 2 o'clock in the night. Just 8 minutes to like 2 o'clock. I was having a shorter life, but in that case, it's time for me to go to bed. And yeah, that's all what I want to do here. If you don't finish at the end, the drawing is gone. It's only requiring some highlights and numbers, but I think I will finalize it another time. So because I spend more time than I was expecting on this one. So I'm quite tired. So I think I will finalize here the live. Stories tonight was a little bit short, so just let me put down the screen and I will say goodbye. So I hope you have enjoyed this night, and please give a like if you have liked this video, share with other people, and yeah, and if you have any question, any topic that you would like me to cover in future lives, please leave it in the comments below. Um, Suggestions are welcome always here in the channel. So as usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.